Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week we're going to be assembling and installing a brand new rack from Hollywood Racks. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, we're installing a brand new rack today, and this is the brand new Hollywood Racks, the CrossTrack One Bike Hitch Rack. This is a brand new rack that they sent over to me so I can put it all together, assemble it, install it on my car, and see how it all works. So the CrossTrack you can get in multiple different options. So you can get it in just a one bike, you can get a two bike. So you have an option of a one bike or a two bike. This is a one bike rack in here. Along with that, you can either choose to get a 2-inch hitch receiver, so it'll fit a standard 2-inch, which you're gonna find on like most SUVs, pickup trucks, that kind of stuff. 2-inch receiver. You can also have the option of getting one that has the adapter like I've had before, that can pretty much adapt between a 1.25 inch and a 2-inch adapter. That's what I'm doing with again today. That way I can use it on all of my different vehicles. The big difference, if I remember correctly, is that the one that's solely a 2-inch has an anti-rattle mechanism in there. However, I haven't really had a problem with that with the other rack I have from them, so let's go for this. We can fit on every car we own. Should work pretty good. So, first off, this box is huge. You guys can't see it, but this box is big. I don't understand why it's this big. My last rack from them, the Destination 2, was not this big, so I'm not sure what's in there. This box weighs way more too, so we gotta take a look, see what's going on in here. So let's start unboxing this thing, let's try and find some instructions, and let's start assembling this rack. Is it a box inside a box? If so, that's gonna suck. I think it's a box inside a box. It is. Okay, so in that case, we're just gonna rip this whole side off. Hey, there it is. Look at that. Look, there's the rack right there. So goes in there. One bike goes in here. These two hold down on the wheels. Makes it really nice. Doesn't touch the frame at all. Should be pretty cool. I've wanted to try this style rack for a while. Gonna try it out now. So, how does this box open? Okay, this box slides off the top. Okay. There's the lid. Instructions right on the top. All right. So, all right. Here's the big, hefty guy. Okay, so this one has just one bolt holding the adapter on, it appears. Okay, so there is kind of the base platform that goes into your hitch. Whoa, it is freezing cold. Okay, this is what's heavy in the box. Literally this. All right, let's take a look at the instructions here. See what we gotta do to put this in. To install this thing and get it going. Before we even touch a box, because the boxes are actually labeled, so just try not to mess that up right off the bat. CrossTrack, one bike rack. Max tire width, 4 inches. That means a fat bike should work. Max wheelbase, 52 inches. 1,320 millimeters. Max capacity, 66 pounds per bike. 1.25 inch, 2-inch receiver. I guess we need to back the car in here. I think that's our next step. I gotta back the car in here so we can actually work on this thing, because it's way too cold outside. So let's go ahead, we'll back the car into the garage. Well, I gotta clean up some stuff. Clean up some stuff, back the car into the garage, and we'll get to assembling this huge pile here. Alright, first thing I gotta do, we gotta take off our old rack here. Been in there for a minute. Destination 2 out of the vehicle. Nothing wrong with Destination 2, I love this rack. It works really good, but it's time for something new. Let's go try the new one out. So let's go throw us in the back, slide the new one in, start putting it together. Alright, first thing we gotta do is we got to take off the adapter on the end there. This is a setup for a 2-inch out of the box. Mustang's 1.25 inch. So gotta take that adapter off. Get that in there, unscrew that little screw. And that's like the easiest that's like the easiest one I've ever done. Okay. Downfall, there's nothing to put the screw in. So, okay. So I'll have to tape that to this or something to keep that screw with the adapter. That's kind of one of the things I liked about the last ones. You don't have a, so they screw in. This one doesn't appear to have that. So we just got to tape that to it. No big deal. Okay, now we're actually at 1.25 inches now. So we can actually go ahead and we can grab this guy and we're gonna go up to the car and we're just gonna slide it right in there. This thing's beefy, man. Okay. This thing's chunk. Jeez Louise. Okay, that should have a pin, a locking pin here, just like our last one had. Okay, so here's the new locking pin here. So it's pretty similar, but it's a little bit different of a design than the last one. Kind of similar to what I have on my truck, honestly. We slip that in there. Oh, and it's just a quick little release thing. So you just turn it and it pops off. And then it should be able to just snap it back on from there. So nothing super crazy. Pretty sure you go on just like that. So let's use that. We do have, of course, it comes with a cable lock too, which is actually a pretty nice cable lock. Just out of my curiosity, I did the same key. I'm hoping I didn't do that on accident. Let's see. They are the same key, it appears. All right, that's awesome. Same locking, same key for the pin and the cable lock. So you only have to carry on one key. They give you 4. Awesome. Can't really complain of that. So go ahead. We're gonna thread in a new locking pin here. Gotta get this lined up where it needs to be. Can't see. So, okay, so it should be right there. To be our spot, I think. And I'll line the holes and so it's just tight and securely using hammers. We're going to snap the lock and hit the end of the thread hitch pin. It's not lined up right. Not like I have a weird hitch either. This is pretty standard. Alright, so obviously it's on there now. So, I'll tell you my experience here. I believe in being honest with you guys and giving you guys a full review of actually what happened here. So, I reached out to my people at Hollywood Racks, people that work with me here, and I said, hey, it doesn't fit my 1.25 inch hitch. What's up with this? And they said, well, let's talk to our team, and they came back and said, well, can you just use a 2-inch hitch? It's not how that works. So, it does fit a 2-inch hitch. I'll tell you that right now. I did test it. It fits a 2-inch hitch because the sleeve here is actually 2-inch. So it just slides all the way through and there's nothing stopping it from sliding in. So no big deal. 1.25 though, it didn't fit and they didn't have a solution, which makes me feel like I'm probably an isolated incident here. So I can't guarantee if it's 1.25 inch. I can't recommend this for 1.25 people, but it could fit you, could fit your vehicle, could not. Let's just say when this little piece came off, it fits now. So the rack fits, we can now finish installing it. I can't say it sticks out really far here. I've already scraped it up, and that's literally from just backing out of my driveway and backing back into the driveway. So, it sticks out a little far. But we're gonna finish assembling this guy first. That way we can actually put a bike on here and test it out and see how the installation process goes. But that's my experience so far. Nothing knocking on Hollywood Racks. I like their style of racks. It's just if it's supposed to fit 1.25 inch, it needs to fit 1.25 inch as well. So let's finish installing this and move on to step number 2. How are we on step number 2? Okay, we're going to step number 2. Okay, so continuing on. Now that's in there. Step number 2, position the U-bolt over the hitch tube. Follow by placing the U-bolt plate under so it's the hitch tightener is what you're installing next. I mean, that really doesn't move that much. We're going to avoid that. I'm actually pretty happy with it right now. If we need the hitch tightener, we'll put it on at the end. Okay, step 3. Pull the handle to tilt to the in-use position. I like the handle. The handle's pretty cool. Alright, insert the internal bridge into wheel tray. So, the red that goes on the end. Oh, okay. Wouldn't have figured that. So then this just slides into our guy there. It snaps in. Makes a lot more sense. Okay. Oh, we got this guy. I'm gonna do the same deal. Line it up. Snaps into place. There we go. Okay. So then it says you can push this button here, and then it'll raise our wheel trays up. We'll do the next step. Is assuming, okay. Okay, we're figuring it out. We're figuring this out. There's a video to do this too, but I think we can figure this out here. So the trays are connected. Place them in the innermost support bracket of the frame. There's only one bike on this one. Align the holes of the external bridge with B1 and B2. Insert the bolts through and pass them through. Secure the nuts and washers and the bolts. Place the washers on there by hand. Alright. Cool. Oh, and that's like the edge of the vehicle. I mean, this thing is wide. Holy smokes. This rack is wide. This is wide as my Mustang. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll fold this guy flat. So we'll go ahead and put these arms up. So on the arms, there is this block here. So, oh, we could do a wing nut on here. That would work. So on this guy, there's a block. So on the block, you can see there's multiple positions. There's, what is there, 5 positions? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it just depends on the wheel size of your bike, where you want to put that at. So top, they recommend for 29-inch 700C, 27, so maybe a mountain bike? I don't know, we'll find out. What fits there, 27, 26, 24, and 20-inch right here. So you do have to set that where, you know, where it might be. It is going to be depending on your bike's geometry too. Some bikes are just going to fit larger, some are going to fit smaller. We're going to fit it here. They do offer some, what would you call them? I do offer quick release. These are bolted on. They have a bolt and an Allen key over here, so you do need to move it if you're going to change the size. We'll work on that in a future video. We'll figure something out. So they do offer like a, you know, something you can move. You know, something that's quick and easy to take off to move that down, up and down. We'll work on that in a future video though. So you can do that. In our case, we're going to leave it at the 700C. I think that's going to work okay for us. So at least for what we're going to try today. Okay. And then along with that, on this side, forgot about this side. This side has a wheel block here. Oh, let me go all the way up. So this side has this wheel block right here. So the wheel block is a 2-position front wheel block. Helps prevent the front wheel movement while transporting bikes. Makes sense. Makes it so it doesn't slide back and forth. Pre-fitted. So the block is pre-fitted in the forward position, which will fit most. Okay, so it'll fit most diameter wheels, 24-inch to 29-inch, and a wheelbase 42 to 52. Okay. For 20-inch diameter wheels and some short wheelbase bikes, you can reposition this so you can flip it around is what you can do. So this side is shorter than this side, so you can get a little bit tighter grip on the front wheel. Pretty simple. It has 2 Allen heads under here, and you just reposition it from there. Again, we're just gonna leave it where it is right now for the time being. Grab the road bike, and let's throw this guy on here. So handlebars on the driver's side. So we're gonna go ahead and lift this guy up right into the tray, just like so. It says you kind of have to do them evenly between the two. Try and get that back there. Okay. That really pushes into that tire. Jeez. I mean, the bike is on there, so if, what would we say? This car doesn't have it, but if you have like a hatchback or an SUV, you can actually pull this lever and go down like that, and that will allow you to access, heck, even my car you can access better. You can come right back in here, get in your trunk, pop your hatch, and it should clear your hatch. And then once you're done, you should be able to grab this and pop it right back into place. That's actually pretty sick. That's actually pretty solid on there. So it does move in the hitch. What is moving? Let's see. If we go ahead and we just kind of move the rack or shake the bike some, like we would if you're going down the road, it moves some. That's actually coming from the pins that are into the notches on here. So it's actually not the hitch itself. The hitch itself doesn't actually move at all. So yeah, I mean, the bike's on there. It's not going anywhere. We can't go any harder. I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we got one more click on the front. Let me go hop in the car. Let me take this for a quick drive around the block. Let's see how I feel about it. See if it feels secure. It looks secure for sure. Well, let me see how it feels on here while driving. But ultimately it's a pretty cool rack. I'm liking the look of it, liking the style of it. So let me go take it for a drive. I'll be right back. Okay. This rack seemed to go good. It does bounce a lot back here, and it's not the hitch. This is the play, the play in the, what's it called, the latching section, the latching mechanism for this. That's where the play is. So it does bounce quite a bit, especially if we're on roughy roads, which I have up here. So it does bounce, but it's not like a I'm gonna lose the bike any second now bounce. So let's take this thing off. Let's see how that works. So I guess we just push these red things. Okay, there's one. And push the red thing back here. What's holding your bike? You? And do I literally kick this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. We can just go woo, bonk. And that doesn't really work that way, but you know. So there we go. Bike is off. So yeah, so there's the rack right there. Nothing crazy. It seems to work pretty good. Grab this guy. Okay. Those should hold themselves there. Then we just need to go not on this side, on this side. Grab this. Okay, so let's talk pros and cons on this rack. So, pro, I do like how it mounts the bikes. It mounts the bikes really good. Doesn't touch your frame at all. So if you have a precious carbon frame, it's gonna work pretty good. I like the fact that it folds. I like the fact that it folds and you can move this around, so it's pretty easy to fold up. Versus the other side rack, the Destination 2 I have, you have to undo the pin. You have to unscrew the pin to move the rack up and down. So I mean, just being able to pull the lever and have it come out, kind of nice. Nice little feature there. I mean, other than those two features, that's about it. It works as a good rack, but there's a lot of cons to this. I really wanted to like this rack. When I saw the pictures and everything, I was excited to see it and test it out, and now I'm incredibly disappointed with this rack. It just kind of kept going that way. So let's start with number one. This rack is $400. If I paid $400 for this, I would be a little pissed off at this moment. I got this rack sent to me, thankfully, so I didn't have to pay $400. So we'll talk about some of the problems here. So number one, the one I requested and the one I ordered, it's supposed to fit 1.25 inches and a 2-inch. If it's a 2-inch, doesn't fit 1.25 inches. And it's not like this is a random hitch. This is a draw tight hitch in here, and it should fit. If it doesn't fit a universal, or if it doesn't fit a high quality name brand aftermarket hitch company, you're doing something wrong. So it needs to fit that. The second thing is this thing is long. It sticks out the back of your car a good 1.5 feet off the back of your car. And again, I drive a lowered car. One reason I'm not going to use this is because of that lowered car and the fact that it's so long. I have literally started to dig a hole from the 3 times I've pulled this thing in and out of the driveway because it's so long and it's such a aggressive end to here. It grabs that asphalt and digs a hole. Now, is that a problem for most people? No, probably not, but it is something to keep in mind if you're using like a, Corolla, any type of car, even a Focus, it might even do it. I don't know. But it's really long and it sticks out and it's really low. I would have liked it better if they had done something like the Destination 2 that really comes out and then curves up and flattens out up here. I think that would have looked a lot better and helped with that clearance issue there and made it so you could put it on a lot more vehicles than that. The other thing I really don't like about this rack comes when the rack is folded up like this, and that is it rattles so much on the back of here. It's like they don't expect people to actually fold it up and not have a bike on there all the time. That's just my thoughts. There's nothing actually holding these arms down. It's metal on metal contact. The arms actually move enough to hit the bumper on my car. Like, I hit the bumper right there. Like, didn't even try. And the arms move a lot and it is loud. I will tell you that as loud as you're going down a rough road. I live where there are rough roads. Most people live where there are sucky roads. We don't live in a perfect situation. There's nothing holding these arms down. They have, I'll show you, they have that much movement. And you can't, they don't tighten any more than this, which is stupid that they have a couple extra teeth here, because you can't get it to go a couple extra teeth. That's all you can get it to go. Ugh. So, I don't know, I'm upset. I wish this rack was better. It should be better. I know some of you might be like, oh, you're missing something, but I'm not. At least as far as I can tell, I've read through the instructions, I've watched their installation video, and all they show is, oh look, it can fold up against the back of your car like that. And that's it. And they install it only on 2-inch vehicles, so they don't show the two problems that I've run into with this rack so far. It's got its problems, and I'm here to tell you it has problems, and ultimately makes me go, I don't really recommend this rack for you guys. Let me clarify that. If you want a rack that holds 1 or 2 bikes on there, doesn't touch the frame, this will work for you. It'll work, okay. You know, it'll work. You can just fold it up like this and lock your bike in place, and you're set to go. If you're gonna take it right off your car, that's when I'll say that that's good, when you can take it right off your car. If this is a rack you want to leave on your car all the time and never take it off and just have it accessible for you when you need to haul bikes, don't recommend this. You're probably going to damage your car because of that. It's going to hit your bumper. Now, some cars have more clearance, I'll give it that. And this is my Mustang. It does fit in, the hitch is tucked back a little bit, you know, it could be different on some cars, but I can't guarantee that, neither can you. I can't recommend this rack. I can't. There need to be some improvements. This is a brand new rack. I feel like they overlooked a lot of things that should have been addressed, and they're simple things that should have been addressed. And they just, I feel like they didn't think things through all the way into what a real user of the rack would be and what they would like. So that's the Hollywood Racks CrossTrack. If you guys want to check it out or you're interested in them or any other Hollywood racks, like I said, I have nothing against Hollywood Racks. I have their Destination 2 rack. I love that rack. It's going right on back on this car, and I'm going to keep it on this car because it works so good, and I love that rack and how it works. It's just the CrossTrack is not my favorite rack, and it's not something I'd recommend for you. So check out another Hollywood rack. Check out this one if you really want to learn more about it or see what it's all about. It's going to be in my description down below. If you guys enjoyed the video or at least learned something today, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering any questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.